everyone. Welcome to Friday Faves. We are here in the Basement Creative Lab, and it is May 1st, which is a little unbelievable.
A little unsettling.
As you know, we are still closed, but this week we did start doing curbside pickup. It has been very popular.
Very.
Melinda, you're at the reference desk. Yeah. This is Melinda, if you haven't watched with us before. She's an adult and teen services librarian. How many phone calls do you field a day scheduling curbside delivery appointments? A lot.
So many.
It's a lot.
Which is great. We're really happy that people are excited, and we're really happy to be able to serve you more directly than we have been able to in the last couple weeks. It feels good. One thing you want to remember is to put books on hold before you call. Because we want to make sure we actually have the book here on the shelf ready for you when you call, so you don't have to come multiple times. Granted, we'd love to see you again, but for your convenience.
You know, in case you don't want to make a daily trip to the library. Cool. So if you have any questions about curbside, we can talk about them later. Feel free to type them in. And we can answer them. But today we are talking about young adult fiction.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about a couple titles, but mostly I wanted to talk about something on Overdrive that not a lot of people know about, and that is that graphic novels and comics are on Overdrive. And so we've got a little iPad here. Hopefully you can see it. So I've got Overdrive, the app set up, Libby, which is Overdrive. And so if you're looking for graphic novels for teens, specifically, what you'll want to do is tap on Explore from the library main page, and you've got guides here. So you're going to go to teens, and then you can see there's already some titles selected, and you can browse through here if you're looking just in general. But what you'll want to do is all titles. Great, yeah, so you go to all titles, and up here it's talking about, you're seeing titles from this. So different genres, different formats, but if you tap on more, it's going to pull up all the things. Oh, if I tap correctly, there we go.
Technology, guys.
Okay, cool. So when you tap on more, this menu pops up, and so that's going by genre, and you'll scroll down, and comics and graphic novels should be...
It's all a lie.
Well, that egg on my face. Okay. Earlier this week, it was there. Anyways, typically, let's see, I think some of my mistake taps were messing it up, so let me just...
This is this week's installment of Technology Troubleshooting with a Librarian.
It happens to us too. There we go. Yeah, so my mistake taps messed us up, sorry. Okay, so you scroll down, and then you've got comics and graphic books. And that'll bring them all up. You can also search by title by hitting the the magnifying glass like you would any other time if there's a specific book that you're looking for. But this way you can just see all of the ones that are teen audience, and you just scroll through and see. So we've got books like the Spider-Man crossover series that does Miles Morales and Peter Parker. Got some manga classics on there, lots of Marvel. There are graphic novels also for adults too, but if you're wanting to be careful of content, make sure it's age appropriate, that's a good way to go through to the ones that are teen audience only.
And one of the things that we do recommend is that if you are thinking of doing an electronic graphic novel, you probably want to read on a tablet or a desktop. Phone is small.
Yeah, so the e-reader on the phone is the size of your phone. You can zoom in and out and stuff, but the iPad, much easier. I also use it on a web browser. So.
So that's a cool tip about how that we have graphic novels in Overdrive as well.
Some are unique only to Overdrive too, especially in the adult audience realm. We've got things like Saga and Walking Dead. Walking Dead. We have a couple in the library, but we have the full series and stuff on Overdrive.
Digital. So. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, what other titles are you excited about?
So I am very excited about one, and it's completely different than graphic novels. So
well,
180. It's a novel. It's a young adult mystery thriller. It's called Sadie, and it is remarkable. I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop talking about it. If you ask any of the librarians, I am chatting about it nonstop.
Are you listening to it or are you reading it?
I'm listening to it because the book is about, so Sadie's the main character, and her sister was murdered. Mm-hmm. And so the story picks up where she has decided to look for the killer. And this book, so it goes from her perspective, also goes from the perspective of a podcaster who's kind of like kind of reminds me of This American Life kind of like storyteller. Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so then his perspective is the podcast about her disappearance. Oh. Family friend contacts him and says, okay, we already had one tragedy and now she's been missing for months and I need help. Yeah. And it is so good as like a plot device and just the way of storytelling. I really like podcasts already, so that's why I wanted to listen to it, because I wanted to see how they would use it. And the audiobook is so worth it because they put in theme music for the podcast chapters. They have sound effects, so there's an interview that takes place outside at nighttime, so there's crickets softly in the background, and like it sounds like listening to Serial. Exactly. Right. Like it's really cool. And yeah,
it won an Audie Award.
Yes, too. It did win an award. So it is a wonderful book and wonderful production. This is the author's first book, and that's crazy because it's this good. Like, she's only going to get better, so I'm very excited for what she comes up with next.
Yeah, that's exciting. So that's Sadie by
Courtney Summers.
Courtney Summers.
Let me double check that. Pretty sure. Yes, Courtney Summers. Yeah, and it is, I would say it's probably leans more towards the older teen and suitable for adults. It's pretty, like, it doesn't get graphic into violence, which is nice because... like, they hint enough at the original crime being very, very violent. Right. But the podcast chapter kind of covers that. He's like, we're not going to talk about this. It's not about this. And it's like, so it's really tastefully done that way. And there is some language, so if you prefer less language. But, so I'd say, like, PG-13. Sure. High or PG-13, borderline for language. But, yeah, it's so, so good. The characters are really well done. The tension is so compelling. Like, it's not even like an action. Like, it's such a good tension that it's not like, it doesn't have to try too hard to get your attention. It just does. It's so good. Like I said, I can't stop talking about it at all.
So Sadie by
Mm-hmm.
Courtney Summers. I've put that on hold before and then had it expire. But now with Hold's free delivery, that won't happen to me again.
Yeah, that's really, really convenient.
Do you have any other titles you want to talk about?
Yeah, so specifically some titles for back to the teen comics and graphic novels. Like I said, we've got a lot of Marvel and some crossover series that we don't have on the shelf. We also have popular ones like the Lunar Chronicles graphic novels, Wires and Nerve, the Legend series. Wires and Nerve, that's by Marissa Meyer. And then we have the Legend graphic novels, In That World by Marie Lu that I know a lot of people cannot get enough of. So much so I haven't even started reading it yet because it's always on hold for people. And I just wait.
Happens to us too. Yeah. I actually just finished this morning your last recommendation.
Oh, yeah?
Which was The Bone Witch. And one of the cool things about The Bone Witch is that since our conversation, I don't know if it was before, but it's now an always available title.
That's awesome.
So I just got the second one.
Yeah.
So I'll start listening to
Great.
it today.
Yes, it's always available, so go get it.
I agree with your recommendation.
I'm
it's
so
a really
glad.
compelling world. It's a really interesting to have the jumping back and forth between perspectives. So
did you have a slight heart attack at the end?
Well,
not heart. Heart attack's a little dramatic.
I saw it coming.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, but it was good.
It's good. Yeah. No, it's good.
It's still good.
I'm so glad you liked it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was awesome. Okay. Any other titles you want to talk about?
Those were the only ones specifically, but mostly just wanted to show Overdrive has got the stuff.
Yay!
Oh, actually, let me show you. We Erica already had a book checked out. So when you looked at the e-reader, so like we said, a tablet is a lot bigger, a little bit easier. So this is the whole page, and yeah, you just tap through like you do with a regular ebook.
Wicked glare on that. Should we tip it?
Tip it. Good. Yeah. So this is Hey Kiddo, which is a book I definitely recommend. It's a biography.
And
about.
I will return it after this. I've already read it.
Oh yeah.
So it's so good.
It's really great. We've got it in, I think we've got it in teen and adult graphic novels at the library as well because it's definitely suitable for teens. It is kind of written in, because it is about his growing up years, and so it's written in a way that's really good for younger readers and for adults too. So,
Yes.
yeah, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, it's just like a regular ebook except it's a graphic novel versus prose. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Have we had any questions come in?
No.
Probably not. It's cool. If you do have questions, feel free to call us at the library. We have librarians here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about starting curbside services. We'd have to answer any questions you have about that. And yeah, we will see you next week.
Great.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.